Well, good evening, everybody who enjoys this channel, and even if you don't, the hell with you. But so anyway, we have been a little bit slow on the uploading here. For the last couple weeks. That below zero stretch, I was out here working in it quite a bit, and I developed what we call in the industry a candy ass syndrome a little bit. I decided to be warm for a few days by the wood stove instead of freezing my balls off out here, dressed up like an Eskimo man looking for love in all the wrong places. But we are back at it tonight. It's really warm out. It's in the 40s here. We're looking at our mid-January thaw, so I'm going to take advantage of the weather and try to start getting this repair done that we discussed in the last timber framing vlog. So what I'm going to do before we get going, I'm going to build a temporary support. Now at no point will that wall post be off of the, it'll be supported the entire time. The tie beam will be supported the entire time from the wall post, but I don't want to rely on just the shear strength of that tenon. It should handle it just fine. But why put the stress on that joint if I don't have to? So what we're going to do, you'll see what I'm going to do. I'm going to brace up that tie beam with a couple of 2x8s. I'm going to build a T out of them. We're going to stand it straight up. I'll just attach it to it and I'll brace off of it a couple spots. So that way, even when I slide that wall post a little bit, we should be okay. So it should be an interesting one. Probably going to be a couple video process to make this fix. Not a big deal. I've got a change shadow in my face from the work light. So stay tuned. I will catch you on the other side of it.
And how far I run, you'll always be missing when the day is done. Hey, now the truth is I don't really know why. I just let the wild wind decide, 'cause I go blind when I try to find you. Yes, I go blind when I try to find you. But I'll find you. So what's your conviction? What is your truth? What's your prediction? To know for what use? But we make our own dreams. It's perfectly clear. I still pretend the taste when you're not near. Oh, hey, now the truth is I don't really know why. I just let the wild wind decide, 'cause I go blind when I try to find you. Yeah, I go blind find you. I'll find you.
So we're 1.5 inches out right there at the string. So I've got to cut that, got to cut the shoulders of that tenon back 1.5 inches on that tie beam. We're going to come up here to this brace. We're going to chop that brace mortise back 1.5 inches towards the center of the building. And that's what we have now. Right there we have our post going from there down to the ground. What's going to hold this together when we're all said and done, I'm not expecting this to come down at all. I just want to get a little support under that tenon. So those 3 pegs there have to come out. That peg right there has to come out. We'll chop that back and then pound that post the rest of the way in. So it should be a good time. Alright, so next time out, we're going to pound those pegs out. I don't want to do it. I'm running out of time tonight. We got rain moving in. You can see some of the earlier shots in this one. We had a little rain coming down. But big deal I want to do here, I'm not going to pound those pegs out yet because I want to try to get that part done in one night. Maybe even probably be on like Saturday where I have the whole day to do it, or Sunday. So we get those pegs pushed out, get those shoulders of that tenon cut back, and chop that mortise out. We should have it. That's 1.5 inch screw up I made because I did not double check my measurements before I put it together. And I tell you, I have not done that one again. So keep in mind, when you go to throw it together, run your tape for the full width of that thing. Make sure you didn't go farther than what you needed to, and you won't have to do what I'm doing here on this guy. But other things going on. Looks like I'm trading some boiler parts to a gentleman in Maine for a couple of Vermont Castings Vigilant 2 coal stoves. I'm very excited about that. So probably here in a couple weekends we'll have a video of a little trip to Maine. You know, it's about 7-8 hours where I have to go for me, and we have some family up there I'll stay with while I'm there, and should be a good time. Should be a fun trip. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. It may not seem like we did a lot tonight, but the weather's moving in, so I'm calling it a night. We'll go and edit this, get it up. But the videos are slowing down a little bit because, for one, I needed a break, a little bit of a catch up on my sleep, and this is the time of year for me to do it. And it was a good excuse with all that below zero weather to just take a breath for a minute and, you know, just recharge the batteries. But I'm all rested up. Better weather is coming. We're going to have some rain here tomorrow, which hopefully will take care of a lot of this slush shit. I need to finish up getting the decking down. I need to finish up getting the rest of this stuff down. So if I can get that closed in after all this shit melts out of here, I shouldn't have to deal with snow in here again. And believe it or not, I still think I'm pretty well on track to get that second floor stood and roofed by spring. I may not have all the sheathing on, but I need that roof on before the spring rains hits, because I just don't need another season of this thing sopping wet. I mean, the snow melting and getting into all the cracks and crevices, that's bad enough. But the way I'm looking at it, this is my last season to really get this thing up before maybe I start having frame problems. Some people have told me who are more experienced where they've gone 4 or 5 years without an issue. I don't want to take it that long. It's been just over a year since I stood the first part of this thing. I'll tell you what, the next timber frame I do, I'll have a shop to do it in, and there won't be anything put up until the entire frame is cut and it can all go up at once. That way it's not sitting open to the elements like this one has for so long. I'm not really anticipating any problems with it though, because I've checked over a lot of the joints, things like that. You know, I've driven a screw in here and there to see if I get anything punky. It's still rock solid. So that puts my mind at ease. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. We will catch you on the next one.